Hey, what is up guys? Today we're checking out the PlayArt Kai Final Fantasy 15 Ignis. So here's the figure right here. And I've got to say, I like this figure a lot. I know some people don't like this figure and it's probably the least popular figure out of this entire line. But you know, I feel like no PlayArt Kai Final Fantasy 15 collection is complete without Ignis. But anyhow, today we're going to be taking a look. So first up, let's take a look at the packaging. Then we will take a look at the figure. Stay tuned guys. Okay, here's the front of the packaging. We have a nice image of the figure itself. And down here, Final Fantasy 15, PlayArt Kai logos, and it's pretty much the same for the sides of the packaging. So as for the back, we have some screenshots of the other figures in the series, which I will get around to reviewing at some point. And as for the insides of the packaging, we do have some text over here. So let me just get my camera focused up for you guys to read this. And here we have a photo of the figure itself. Very, very nice. And here's a quick look at the accessories. So let's take a look at what we have here. So we have the outer packaging, the PlayArt Kai stands, and here's the figure itself with a couple pairs of hands and these blades. So not a great deal of accessories. I wish the figure came with, you know, like a cooking pot or maybe even a plate full of food. I think that would have been a great accessory to include with this figure. It's definitely a missed opportunity. So yes, as I mentioned, I like this figure. I don't understand why so many people don't. I mean, it's a great sculpt in my opinion. I think it looks a lot like the character and I love Ignis from the game. I think he was a great character. I felt so bad for him. I mean, if you guys have played Final Fantasy 15, then you guys will know what I'm talking about. But there's one scene and it's super sad with Ignis and you know, it just really makes you feel for the character. And here's the head sculpt of the figure. And I personally think the head sculpt looks really good. I just don't see any issues with this figure. At least in my opinion. But as you can see, the glasses are pretty nicely sculpted. It's actually a separate piece. And they've even got like a bit of transparent piece of plastic. And you can see the hairpiece is almost painted silver, just like in the game. But you can definitely see some brown tints in there. And moving down here to the hands. Here we have the gloves being fitted on, which I think is such a nice pose. But anyhow, here we have these buttons sculpted onto the sleeve, which actually look pretty good. We have some nice detailing, some nice paintwork in there. And moving down here to the pockets and the belts around the waist. He's even got like this type of purplish shirt, which has some funky designs. And moving down here to the jacket piece, the trousers, it's got some pretty nice texturing. It almost looks like real texture. And here we have the boots, which are super shiny. And here's the back of the figure. And check out the sculpting work on the hairpiece. It looks really good. As usual, PlayArt Kai always seem to add a type of, you know, glossy, shiny material to the paint job, which I really don't know why they do this. It doesn't look too bad here, but on some figures it looks really bad. But it actually suits the style of this hairstyle, since he's probably using gel to stick up his hair. But anyhow, there's a look at the back of the hairpiece, and here is the jacket piece with all these nice folds and creases sculpted in there. It's also made out of a soft piece of plastic, so it doesn't hinder the articulation. And this is the back of the legs. And down here we have the boots. And here's how he looks holding the blades, which actually look really good. In the 5 years that I've had this figure, I don't think I've ever displayed the figure with these blades, so this is the first time seeing this, which, you know, it actually looks pretty good. Okay, so let's check out the articulation for the figure, but first up, let me just give you guys a super quick look at how you detach the blades. So you kind of just pull the handle of the blade, like so, and as you can see, at the splits into two pieces, we have the main blades, and the handle piece like so, which is a bit tighter into the hands. But yeah, there you have it. So you have the handle piece and the main blades, and it just fits in together like so. That's it. And same for the other blade. Just pull the main piece off, and then you have the handle piece. And once again, you just fit it on like so. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. So as for the head sculpt, we have a ball joint in there. We also have a ball joint at the base of the neck. The joints feel super fluid on this figure. I don't know why, but they're like super smooth. And here we have ball hinge joints at the shoulders, ball hinge joints at the elbows, and ball hinge joints at the wrists. This jacket piece is made out of a soft piece of plastic, and let me just give you guys a close-up on the detail inside this purple jacket piece, which has actually got some nice detail in there. It's got some nice folds and creases too, I never realized. So yeah, inside the body piece, it doesn't seem like we have anything inside here. I don't see any joints, which is unusual. Usually there's like a ball joint inside there. But anyhow, we have a ball joint at the waist of the figure, like so. We have these ball ratchet joints at the hips. Nothing inside the thigh. We do have a double hinge joint at the knee. And we have a ball hinge joint at the ankle piece. And that's pretty much the articulation for the figure. So yeah, overall, pretty decent. And here's Ignis with the rest of the PlayArts Kai Final Fantasy 15 figures. And I decided to change up the pose a bit. You know, since I've had the figure in the same pose for such a long time, it's super refreshing to see a new pose, which I think it looks great. But anyhow, here we have the rest of the figures. We have the 30th anniversary Noctis, Prompto, we have Gladios, and we have Nyx Ulrich. And down here we have Aranea, Cindy, and Luna Freya, which I will be reviewing next. But anyhow, that's a look at Ignis with the rest of the Chocobros. And as I mentioned before, I don't think any Final Fantasy 15 collection is complete without Ignis. I mean, you need the 4 Chocobros. It's not complete without any of these characters. And yeah, I'm glad I picked them up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring that bell notification so you guys don't miss out on all these future PlayArts Kai figure reviews. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, guys.